Well, let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah, buddy. Whoa. All right, let's get out of there. And we're off. We're off like a flock of turtles. Alrighty. Hey, Doc, what's happening over there? All right, we're just getting ready to get started. We're gonna get started. First, we're gonna take a look at NTR. What the heck is NTR anyway? Nutrien. We take a look at Nutrien yesterday. Not a whole heck of a lot has changed from today to yesterday. B wants to take a look at Devon, DVN, Devon Energy. Hey, Austin, you're here early today, dude. How you doing? Chris, Austin, Shannon, True Light, cool beans, David. Thinkorswim Mobile appears to be down. Ooh, that's not good. They have to do updates every weekend. So, yeah. All right. We are taking a look at Devon Energy, DVN. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at the movement. Down, up, down. Bouncing off of this, coming back down again. Well, let's take a look at this. I have a simple question. Bob, let's hear it. NTR used to be potash. Dennis Mancini, how are you today? So NTR. Okay, NTR is going to be next. We'll take a look at that next. How often do dividend stocks pay? Well, some companies pay once a year. Some companies pay twice a year. Most companies pay 4 times a year. And then you have a handful that pay every single month. Okay? Oh, Gamer7, what's happening? All right, so we're looking at Devon Energy, who's currently at $40.66. Okay, so the 41 is going for 41 cents. That's over 1%. I like that. I love this shirt. Glad you like it. You can get one too. Bob, you're welcome. Vale, V-A-L-E, V-A-L-E. All right, we'll take a look at that. V-A-L-E. What's the best play for Monday? Oh, Gamer, we don't know that yet. What site for the list? POT used to be potash. What is it called now? NTR. Thank you. What's the best for Monday? What site is for the list? I have no idea what you mean, what site for what list. Okay, if you're talking about list of dividend stocks, we go to Google for that. Dividends, okay, you go to Google. In the Google search, you search Dividend Kings List 2024. Dividend Aristocrats List 2024. Dividend Champions List 2024. And then, of course, Dividend Contenders List 2024. That'll give you over 300 stocks to pick from. All right, so DVN. A year ago, DVN is at 49.38. The high of the year was back in the middle of April. Then she just falls and falls and falls. Okay, our bottom, let's look at the last 30 days. Our bottom was the 26th, and that was 4 weeks ago. Last week, the week before, the week before, the week before, right here, 4 weeks ago, was the bottom. Why can't you pronounce the names of the stocks correctly? I think it's a genetic defect, you know, because Ford is called Ford, and then General Motors is called General Motors. So I'm not quite sure what you mean pronounce them. Devon Energy, Devon, I don't care. How do you pronounce Devon Energy? D-E-V-O-N, Devon, or Devon, I don't know. Vale, V-A-L-E, or is it Valet? I have no idea. Cardinals Nation, Devon, yeah, D-E-V-O-N. All right, anyway, besides the point. She drops down, here's the bottom, she goes up, back down, back up, here's the 30-day high, now she's doing nothing but down. Okay, so great, so she's coming down now. At what point do they stop and go back up again? Okay, Brad, Ben, Ben, that's Franklin Financial. They are a dividend king, which is great, but I don't trade that one because the numbers just don't work. Sorry. Don't get me wrong, it's a great company, but I like companies that have weekly options. See this right here? 25 October, that's this coming Friday. 1 November, that's 2 Fridays away. 8 November, that's 3 Fridays away. 15 November, 4 Fridays away. You trade high volume? No, I trade dividend stocks, specifically dividend stocks that have consistently increased their dividends. Own it. Hi, can you please take a look at RITM? Sure, we'll take a look at RITM. Right now, we're finishing up with Devon. Do you think Ford comes down again before dividends? Do you teach where to start? Yes, I do. I teach all that kind of nice, neat, fun stuff. The best place to start is right here. Your thinking. Because what I do here is I'm looking for cash flow on a weekly basis. I'm looking for a rate of return. I've got T-Mobile calls before their earnings. Is it going to go up? I don't know. I own 1,900 shares of Walgreens. Ice Cube, cool beans, 19,000 shares of Walgreens. Okay, we'll look at WBA, Walgreens. And I'll take a look at T-Mobile, TMUS. Okay, now, as I was saying, the Daily Truth Update. Your main place to start is with your thinking. Can you do it? Does it make sense? Is this something you want to do? And then you have to start thinking differently. Buying stocks before earnings to hope for the rise is a weak strategy. Well, John, I don't buy them before the earnings. I buy them before the dividend. Because earnings, I've seen positive earnings where the stock goes up. And I have also seen positive earnings where the stocks go down. I've seen negative earnings where the stocks go up. I've seen negative earnings where the stocks go down. So I don't pay much attention to earnings. But I've always taken a look at the dividend and how does the dividend react to the price. Well, before the dividend it gets paid, the stock has a tendency to go up in value. Do you think Wendy's is going to move past 19 by the end of the year? I don't know. I don't trade Wendy's. Sorry, because it's a monthly. Do you look at fundamental analysis? Well, John, here's my fundamental analysis. Okay, you ready? All right. John, you see the list right here? This is a dividend calendar. Actually, it's just a regular calendar. But all these little green dots represents companies that have consistently increased their dividends. Okay, so I'm looking at John Deere, Fifth Third Bank, Mondelez, U.S. Bank, Cardinal Health, Comcast, Cisco, American Express, Bristol Myers Squibb, J.P. Morgan, and hundreds of other companies. Now, once they are into my calendar, I no longer look at fundamentals because what I'm looking for is consistency in their profits. Are they consistently profitable? Then I want to take a look at the book value. Is the stock overpriced as compared to the assets in which they're holding? And there are a few other things that I take a look at. Fine. Once I figure those out, they go into my calendar. Once they're in my calendar, I no longer ever look at it unless they decrease their dividends. Because once a company has made it to my personal calendar, to my personal list, I have no need to look at fundamentals because the fundamentals are what they are. They didn't change much from the first time I looked at them. So if I'm looking at Procter & Gamble, I've seen the fundamentals of Procter & Gamble. I know that Procter & Gamble has been in business for over 100 years. I also know that Procter & Gamble is consistently profitable and they have consistently increased their dividends every single year for over 5 decades. Okay, and then I take a look at what is the book value as compared to what the stock price is. Is it skewed? Is it right on target? Do you consistently buy dividend stocks for income? That's the only thing I do. I buy dividend stocks just before the dividend. I sell a covered call against them, and then I get rid of them. And then I move on to the next company. It's like a revolving door. Okay? Stock come in, I get my 1%. Thank you. I'll see you in 90 days when you have your dividend again. Because Procter & Gamble will pay a dividend 4 times a year. And it's 1, 2, 3. It's the third week of the quarter. So you got 4 quarters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Procter & Gamble always pays its dividend in the third week of the quarter. Okay? So if they're paying their dividend the third week of the quarter, I want to buy it on the first week of the quarter on a Monday. I buy it if the timing is right. Now, timing is a very big thing. Hold on a second. Let's quickly go to a chart. Okay, so as you can see, this is Devon Energy. Okay, this is a 1-year chart. Here's the high, here's the low. Here's where it was a year ago, here's where it is now. Great. Well, where it was a year ago doesn't really mean anything to me. But I want to have an idea of the flow. So from a year ago, she went down the first quarter halfway through the second quarter. Then the second quarter, she's up at the high of the year. Now she's coming back down again. All right, so where are we right now? Well, right now we're here. So she goes down, she goes up, now she's down, now she's bouncing off this. This is what I want to see. More specifically, I want to see the last 30 days. Because the last 30 days gives me a good idea of where it's going next. Okay, she went up, she went down, she went up, she went down. Okay, is she going to keep coming down, or is she going to turn around and go back up again? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out on Monday or Tuesday. But you know what? We can take a look at what's called a seasonality. Now, the seasonality chart basically, hold on, John's got a question. So I would look at this stock, right? I would check fundamentals, analysis, potential look to buy, for a buy. Okay, that makes sense, but I wasn't quite sure what you're getting at. I mean, that's normal. As long as the Fed keeps cutting interest rate, dividends should go up. Not necessarily so, but it's a nice idea. Okay, so this here is a seasonality chart. All the way over to the left is January 1st. All the way to the right is December 31st. So right here, this little blue dot represents Friday. That was the last trade of the third week of the fourth quarter. So we're actually coming into the fourth week of the fourth quarter. Doc, what are you doing jumping all over the place, dude? So we're coming in to the fourth week of the fourth quarter. Okay, great. Well, look at what she normally does. Well, normally in the fourth quarter, this thing goes sideways before she dips. Okay, so does it make sense to jump in and buy now? Well, that's an interesting question. Let's go back to where we were. Okay, so if I like Devon Energy, currently it's at $40.80. So I would be looking at selling the 41s. So if I buy it at $40.80 and I sell it to someone else at 41, well, I'm collecting a 1% premium. And that 1% premium, if I collect it every single week, well, that's over 50% per year. That's what I'm looking to do. Safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. John, I hope that makes sense. Alrighty? So, before I buy Devon, if I was going to buy it, I would like to see 2 days to the upside. So if this is the new bottom right here, okay, what is that, 39.70, something like that? If that's the new bottom, I'd like to see 2 days to the upside. So I would wait until Monday morning to see what it opens up at before I even think about jumping in. Okay, that being said, what is next on the list? Next on the list, RITM. I have no idea what RITM is. ITM. Now, I've been doing this for quite a while, and if I say I don't know what something is, it's usually going to be a no, and this one is a no. Reason why it's a no, in case you're curious, is it has monthly options. I don't like monthly options. There's only 12 months in the year, which means I can only get 12 checks. Think about it. Would you prefer 12 checks or 52? And everybody always says, well, it depends on the size. Yep, you're absolutely right. So let's, yeah, ONIT, we're doing it right now. So I would look at, what can I buy it for? $10.90. Well, the closest one is going to be the 11. The 11 is only going for 20 cents. Okay, that's not even 2%. So 2% for 1 month, what am I getting? 24% for the year? That might be fine for some of you. I like 1% a week. That's 50% a year. So 50% a year. I don't like monthlies. The numbers just never work. And what's worse is that here's where it is now. Okay, that's easy to see where it is now, right? Okay, great. Where's it going to be in 4 weeks? I mean, look. Down, up, down. Okay, great. Where's it going to be in 4 weeks? Because this option here expires the 15th of November. Well, how the hell am I supposed to know where it's going to be in 4 weeks? What does it look like it's going? It looks like it's coming down. That's what it looks like. So why would I buy it if it looks like, yeah, see, I just don't do monthly. So I really wish you guys would stop asking me to take a look at monthlies. Okay, Michael Terrell, okay? Wendy's is another monthly optionable stock. I don't do monthlies, sorry. B looks Devon and Vale. Okay, well, we just looked at Devon. Okay, Vale is next, V-A-L-E. Okay, it's a little choppy, and I really don't like choppy. What do I mean by choppy? Well, take a look. Gap down, gap up, gap up, gap down, gap up, gap up, gap down, gap down, gap down, gap down, gap down. Yeah, I don't like it. It's very choppy. Okay, hold on a second, and let's take a look at how well they pay their dividends, because that's very important to me. Because a dividend, Brad, how you doing? A dividend is a portion of the profits that the companies give back to the investors, and that's us. We are the investors. So if the company's consistently profitable, well, logic and common sense tells you if they're profitable, they're increasing their dividends. Great. How often has Vale increased its dividends? Well, this looks like crap. Well, 2005, it was 17 cents. 2006, it was 13. Already they're starting out on a bad foot. Okay? Then it goes from 13 to 17 to 26 to 30. Well, that's all great and fine and dandy. But it goes from 30 to 24. That's a 20% drop. Ask me in a manner, or tell me in a manner which I'll understand, why you think a 20% drop in profits is good. I mean, I would like to know why you think 20% decrease in profits is a good thing. Okay, so it's 24, 30, 33 to 19. That, 19 and 19 is 38. That's almost a 70% decrease. So it gets 33 then down to 19. That's about a 60 to 70% decrease. Saffron, how are you? So you're about to explain to me why a company that's not continuously profitable is a good idea. Could you look at HE? HE is Hawaiian Electric. Hawaiian Electric, they haven't paid dividends since before the fires. Yeah, it's going to be a no. Sorry. I mean, what happened over there is a travesty. But I have no idea what to say on that one, because I don't buy companies that aren't continuously profitable, and Hawaiian Electric isn't. It is what it is. There's 9,714 different companies to choose from. Why are you on Hawaiian Electric? They're not profitable at this moment in time. So it's going to be a no. Could you explain how you determine the book value of a company? Brian, that's an awesome question. I don't determine it at all. I go to Yahoo Finance, I go to statistics, In statistics, you float all the way down to the bottom, and it says book value per share. Well, Vail has a $48.10 valuation per share. Well, currently the stock's at $10. Well, that's a freaking deal and a half if you think about it. You're buying a company that has a book value over $40 and the stock price is only 10. Well, 10.63. But I don't like Vail. And the reason why I don't like it, because I already told you, is, here we go. Look at the dividends. Okay, so I like to see consistent increases in dividends. Okay, so we're going through this. Okay, what? From 17 to 13, that's a $5 drop. Okay, that's a 30% drop. Then it goes from 26 to 30 to 24. That's a 20% drop. Then it goes from 33 to 19. That's a 70% drop. 38, 58, 59, 44. That is 10, 15. 15's 25% drop. Yeah, no. Sorry, dude. B, Vail, there's just no consistency whatsoever in their profits. So why would you invest in a company that's not consistently making money? There's over 9,700 different companies out there. Okay, the way you can go in and look at the annual reports. You can look at the quarterly reports. It will tell you how consistently they're profitable. Or you can go directly to the dividends. Ice Cube. People pulling out money from the bank. Now bank 3-month savings is down to 4%. I'm not quite sure what that has to do with us, but okay. As I was saying, why would you put your money into a company that's not consistently profitable? Okay, if you are looking for speculation, you're looking to buy something with the hopes that it's going up, great, fine. Well, you're in the wrong place. Because here, I'm doing cash flow only with companies that are consistently profitable. I don't like companies that aren't profitable. You can put your money wherever you want. I do not like companies not consistently profitable. And I've seen 4 or 5 times by looking at what the dividends are that they decrease 30%, they decrease 70%, they decrease 50%. Yeah, no thank you. Sorry, I'm retired. I need to have a consistent amount of money come in on a monthly basis. I prefer weekly. That's why I do companies that have weekly options. 25 October, 1 November, 8 November, 15 November, 22 November, 29 November, 10 December. Okay? Every week I can write a covered call against the stocks that I pick. Ice Cube, 12-month yield is only 3.25. Yeah. Sorry, dude. I don't do annual. I don't. Mine is weekly returns. I'm looking for a 1% every week. 1% every week comes over 50% per year. So why would I take a look at 3.25? I just wouldn't. All right. Do you mean the day before, or can it be a month before the dividends? All right, 6561. You were here before because I remember that number. Okay. Now, do I mean the day before? No. I mean 2 weeks before the dividend. Okay. So if I like the dividends on Kinder Morgan right here, KMI, Kinder Morgan, okay, I want to buy it 2 weeks before, okay, 1 week, 2 weeks before, on a Monday. That's my strategy. 2 weeks before the dividend on a Monday, because I like doing covered calls. Buy the stock, sell it to someone else, collect a premium. Great. Mike, hi. What percentage of your portfolio do you invest every week? 98. 98% of all my money is invested at all times. Now you would think, why? Well, because I've been doing this long enough. I know what is there and I know what is coming about. Okay, own it. We already did RITM and it was a no. Great information. I'm glad you like it there. Blockchain Buzz. How are you today? Let's keep on going with these questions. Tom Pal, how are you? Haven't seen you in the past couple of days. KS. Have you used Tradier And your thoughts on it. Nope, never used it. Sorry. I have no idea what it even is. See, I come from a time frame, and this may resonate with some of you and it may not. Okay? I come from a time frame. Okay? I was born in the 60s, raised in the 70s and 80s, and we had a saying back then. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it works, don't mess with it. So I've been using Think or Swim for the past 20 years. Now I've been trading for 20 years, and when I found this, I was like, holy shit, this thing's awesome. I have not found another trading strategy, another trading platform that comes even close to this one. If you think Tradier has everything that Think or Swim has, and they have less commissions, I'm all for it. Because right now I'm paying commissions on Think or Swim because it's through Charles Schwab. But if Tradier is better, I'll be more than glad to look at it. I doubt it. Tom Powell, NEE. Isn't that Nextera? NEE. Let's go take a look at NEE. Here we go. NEE. Nextera. Okay. Now, Nextera is going to be a no for this week, but it might be a yes for next week. Right here, see it? Way too close to the high. Oh, 6561. What's my win percentage rate? Ooh, that's a good question. I have 6 accounts, okay? 6. I share 3 of them with you, okay? Now, account 1 right here. All right, what am I looking at? Okay. Profit and loss year to date. I still own it. That one was a transfer. I still own it, still own it, still own it, still own it, still own it. 1 loss, 2 loss. Okay? 2 losses out of all those trades. That's that account. This account here, profit and loss year to date, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I own all of them. 0 losses in this account. Okay? 0 losses since the beginning of the year. Account number 3. Let's get out of here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Okay? All of these, all wins, only 3 losses. So 1 account, 3 losses since the beginning of the year. Another account, 0 losses. Another account, 2 losses. So that's a lot of trades for that few losses. So my win rate, I'd say over 90, I believe. Nice. You like that, Luke? Okay, so NEE, it's a great company, don't get me wrong. Look, here's the high, here's the low. Look at the movement. Okay, currently right now, it's too close to the high of the year. I don't like that. So I will look at Nextera Energy in a couple of weeks after it comes back down. See, look, it goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down. Now it's going up. I'll wait for it to come back down again before I jump into it. So, losses. I thought you never sell for a loss. I don't sell for a loss. I just so happen to lose once in a while. NEE. Okay, so as I told you last Friday, I don't know if you remember this or not, Boomba. Last Friday we had a hurricane here, okay? Here in St. Petersburg we had a hurricane. On Friday afternoon when the options are expiring, I'm driving around like a madman trying to find a internet signal. So I'm driving up and down the roads all over the place looking for internet signal. I found an internet signal. I got 4 trades in and I couldn't get the last one in. So yeah, I didn't sell it for a loss. It just so happened to happen that way. Okay, what am I looking at? What did I miss? I missed some stuff. Sorry, I'm just going through all these questions because I missed a lot. DVN. Okay, here we are, right here. Brian, could you explain how you determine book value? I don't determine book value. It's actually written down somewhere. Do you mean the day before? Nope, we mean 2 weeks before on a Monday. Hi, what percentage? We already talked about 98%. Great information. Blockchain, glad you like it. On it, you forgot RITM. Nope, did it. Already said no. Advice, best stock to buy. Tori, I cannot give you that because I know nothing about you whatsoever. I don't give advice. I entertain people with my lovely singing voice. Yeah, no, sorry. This is entertainment only. I don't give any advice to anyone. KS, have you used trade? Nope, we already checked that. No. NE, we already looked at that one. Encourage more people, blah, blah, blah. 5 day week. Okay, on it, thanks. Be 30 RSI in a week, 5 days. Okay. I don't look at the RSI and I don't do the 5 day charts. Sorry. What do I think about Marathon? Ooh, I like Marathon. Let's take a look at that one. I actually have some Marathon. Okay, so first thing I always want to see. Where's the high? Where's the low? Where was it a year ago? Where is it now? And what direction is it going? It went up, came down. Now she's going sideways. She's at 1888. So 1888, we'll be looking at the 19s. And it's going for 81 cents. Holy shit, that's a nice number. So the numbers look great, but let's take a look at the chart. Because just because the numbers look great and it's a nice sounding trade, well, is it the right time to buy it? Well, number one, Marathon is on my list, so it is a stock that I currently own and I do trade it. So a year ago, Marathon has the bottom of the year. This is the low of the year. $7.56, and that was in the middle of October of last year. Okay, so she runs up, pulls back, runs up again. Here's the top at 34.09, and that was the end of February. Okay, she drops down and just channels sideways with a breakout here and a breakout there. But other than that, just basically going sideways for the whole year. So the last 30 days is my favorite. I like looking at the last 30 days because it gives me an idea of where it's going next. Okay? And it's going to be a no for me this week, but I already own it, so it doesn't really work out that way. But look at here. $15.50 30 days ago. She went up, pulled back, up, down. Now she's up. Eventually, this baby's going to turn around and come back down again. I do not buy at the high, but I already own it. So, it is a nice trade. However, okay, it's not one that I would want to jump into now because it's at the 30-day high. Well, what happens on 30-day highs? It usually comes down. Well, do I want to buy it now, or do I want to wait a week or two for when it does drop, turns around, and goes back up again? That's what I do. It's a waiting game. And the stock market's been around for over 400 years. I'm in no hurry. Okay, why do I want to push the issue? There's 9,700 different companies I can look at. However, I will write Marathon down and look at it in 2 weeks. Okay, I'm going to write it down, Marathon. Okay, so hypothetically speaking, she should, we don't know if it's going to be Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. She should find a 30-day high, turn around, and drop again. For those of you who like to buy puts. Okay, Luke, TLT. Talk later tonight? Sure, why not? TLT. Never heard of it. Yeah. Never heard of it. I don't do ETFs. They just don't pay the same. But let's take a look. TLT. TLT. iShares 20 Treasury Bonds ETF. We're taking a look at the dividends. This thing pays monthly, damn it. It goes all the way back to 2002. Well, let's take a look at the numbers. 37, 34, nah, I don't like that. 39, 45, 31, backwards again. 34, 38, 47, 40, backwards again. 35, backwards again. 38, 37, 35, backwards. 42, 40, backwards. 36, backwards. 35, 33, 32. Yeah, look at this thing. Up, down, 34, 35, 35, 34, 30, 30s, 30, 33, 34, 29, 41 to 29. That's horrible. 28, 30, 31, 31, 32, 33, 29, 33, 32, 33, 31, 32. Yeah, up, down, 29. Yeah, 26. Yeah, I don't like it. Okay, but let's go to the summary. Okay, so take a look at the summary. Okay, the summary gives you a good idea of what's going on with the company. Okay, right now the stock is at 93.80. Well, look at what your annual return is, okay, or your yield. Okay, so if you buy a government bond, they pay you a 5% yield. That's 5% for the year. Well, look at this company. It's giving you a 3.69. And what's the profit? Year-to-date total return, negative 2.23. Why the hell, Luke? Seriously, dude, what the hell are you thinking? Negative 2.23? Almost everything is up this year, but not this. This one, the dividends aren't even increasing. And what are you getting for the whole year? 3.69. Well, just take your money out and put it in government bonds. They're paying 5%. All right, anyway. No. No, 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 no. I don't know how many different ways to say no. Good evening. What's your opinion on General Mills? Mark, how are you today? General Mills. GIS. It's a no. And the reason why General Mills is a no is because I don't like monthlies. Monthlies just don't work. Brad, Bitto does weekly and pays a monthly dividend. Brad, yes it does. It's also a piece of crap. But let's take a look at it, just to make you feel better. Okay? 1959, well, the 1950s are going for 51 cents. Well, look what it's done since the beginning of the year. Okay? And you think that's good? Dude, explain to me why you think that's good. Now, I bought Bitto at the beginning of the year in the 32. And I tried doing spreads on it. And all it kept doing, kept dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. No, sorry, I don't like it. But let's go and take a look at Bitto. BITO. Oh, look at that. The yield on Bitto is 53.86. Well, that's nice. Okay? But what kind of dividends are they paying? Historical data. Okay? Dividends only, right there. And I want to see all the dividends. Okay? All the dividends. Oh, wait a second. February 23? You mean this company's only a year and a half old and you think it's good? Seriously, look at the numbers. 15 to 10. That's a 30% drop. 47 to 42, 5 cents. That's 7% drop? No, 8% drop. 43, 66 to 39. That's almost 50%. Well, look at this. From 39 to 1, that's a 99% drop. 7 to 14 to 13, that's another drop. To 15 to 36 to 73 to 115, 168, 177. Yeah. To 150 to 145, that's another drop. To 121 is another drop. To 109 is another drop. Why do you think this is good? Okay, it's beyond me. They've only have little over 1 year of dividends. So they've only been in business for 1 year. Great, they're paying a nice fat, what do you call it? A nice yield, 58% yield, but it's only for 1 year. Most companies don't make it past 5 years. They say 3 out of 5, something like that. Most companies don't make it past 3 to 5 years. In like 1 in 100 will make it to 10 years. 1 of 1,000. Wait a minute, is it 1 in 100? I forget the numbers, but it's pretty crappy. Any good small caps, mid-sized comp with text with upside of 20%? Sure. Tom Powell, PPG and Lowe's, huh? Well, let's take a look at PPG. Let's get out of here. PPG. First thing I always want to see, where's the high, where's the low, where was it, where is it, what's the direction, up, down, up. Okay, so now she's going back up again. Okay, that's what stocks do. You guys keep asking me, well, what if it goes down? Well, they always go down. Why would you ask, what if it goes down? Well, they always go down. They go up, and then they come down. And then they go up, and then they come down. Paul, how are you? DG expired. I'm in 84. What's this week's play? Dude, you know we'll find out on Monday. Okay? Okay, so PPG. High, low. There's the movement right there. What is it paying? At the moment, it's 130, 135. So the 132's 65. What? That's horrible. The 131's, yeah, that ain't that good either. So unfortunately, PPG is going to be a no because the numbers don't look that good. Kraft Heinz, you're probably going to find the same thing. KHZ. No. KHC is Kraft Heinz. That's close, but yeah. CJ! Centered around generating consistent, predictable profits. Thanks, CJ. Okay, so Kraft Heinz. High, low, where was it, where is it, what's the direction, up, sideways, down, up, sideways. Currently at 36.20, the 36.50s are going for 10 cents. Yeah, no thank you. Don't get me wrong. You know, Kraft has been around for over 100 years. Great. If you like 24, 25% return, fine, do that. But I like 50% return. In Kraft, I don't think I've ever bought Kraft. I don't. Because of the premiums really aren't that great. Paul, Riley gave me 9.25 for 2 weeks. Paul, I'm glad you like it. All right, next on the list. Oh, PPG, Lowe's. Tom Powell wants to take a look at Lowe's. L-O-W. Now, Lowe's is one I usually buy all the time, but look at this. No, not this time, buddy. Look, a high of the year was 3 days ago. Yeah, no. I'll wait a couple of weeks for it to come down. Look, see, it goes up, it comes down. That's where you buy it, right there. And then it goes up and it comes down. That's where you buy it. Then it goes up, then it comes down. That's where you buy it. You don't buy it at the high. That just doesn't make sense. Okay? So Lowe's is going to be a no. James, bro, I'd rather put money in Apple and wait 1 year than follow your system. Awesome, James. I love that theory. That's a great strategy. Okay, let's take a look at... That's a great strategy, James. Loading the chart for Apple. So let's see what the chart looks like. Okay. What are we looking at? 5 years. That is a great strategy. Look. Okay? This is what it looks like. Okay, take a look. This is Apple. 2018, she's at 50 bucks. 2019, she's at 50 bucks. 2020, she's at 75. 2021, she's at 125. In 22, she's at 175. In 2023, she's at 125. That's not that good. 2024 last year, 175, and now she's at 235. James, that's an excellent plan. So let me ask you a question. If that's what you like to do, well, what the hell are you doing here? You're just basically wasting your time. Thoughts on DG? Dollar General. DG, here we go, Dollar General. Now, I like Dollar General. I don't have any at the moment, but here's the thing. Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, and here's where it is now. Okay, she went up, she came down, big drop. Now she's going sideways, sitting at $80.60. Okay, 80.75, so we'll be looking at the 81s, and the 81s going for 115. Well, 115 is more than 1%. It's like closer to 1.5%. I like 1.5%, but let's take a good look at it. A year ago, we're at 117, topped out at 168. Here's that drop right here. It was at 124, and it dropped all the way down to 84. That's a $40 drop. Okay, the bottom was right there. Okay, 78.05, and that was the beginning of September. But from there, she went up, now she went down, now she's bouncing. So she's at 80 right now. It doesn't look like a good buying opportunity at this moment in time. Look at the last 30 days. Okay, here's the last 30 days. That's a clear downtrend. Okay, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So it's continued to the downside. So would I jump into this one? Nope, because it doesn't look right. I want it to find its bottom, turn around, and go back up again. Then I might take a look at it. Any good small caps, mid-size? You said that one. Mr. Bubbles, we're going into recession pretty fast after election. Yep, probably so. But Mr. Bubbles, what you failed to take into consideration, every decade, 2010, 2020, 1980, 1990, 1970, 1960, every decade we have a recession, we have a pullback, we have a crash, whatever you want to call it. But here's the thing. Recession, crash, whatever you want to call it, whatever's going to happen, there are companies out there, General Motors, Ford, IBM, or not IBM, Consolidated Edison, General Electric, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Colgate-Palmolive, Clorox, literally hundreds of companies that have been in business for over 100 years. That's a century. 100 years. And they consistently pay dividends. Okay, there's companies, GPC, Genuine Parts Corporation. They have increased their dividends for 7 decades. How many recessions, how many pullbacks, how many crashes have we seen in the last 70 years? Yet this company continually increases their dividends. The Dividend Kings, 50 consecutive years of increased dividends, and they're still increasing their dividends. Okay, yeah, I get it. Recessions come, recessions go. It is what it is. If I'm making it consistent 1% per week, do I really care about the recession? No, I don't. Because guess what? Recession, no recession, we're still going to need toilet paper, toothpaste, spark plugs, snow tires, windshield wipers. We're still going to need to go eat. Okay, we're still going to need products regardless if we're in a recession or not a recession. I remember in 2008 where stocks lost 70 to 80% of their value. Well, guess what? Okay, I'm in Florida. Okay, it's a retirement state. There's still people out there buying and spending money. Okay, companies were still increasing their dividends to their shareholders. So I'm not seeing the issue of when you're saying there's going to be a recession. Well, big deal. There's always a recession coming. Okay, stock goes up, have a recession. Stocks go up, we have a recession. I don't see what the big deal is. Yesterday I sent you CL. Okay. John Bone Steel. What if they split the stock and so it would reduce the dividends paid as the shares wouldn't be the same? Okay. I'm not quite sure what you mean, Johnny. Okay, so hypothetically speaking, if IBM's at $100 and they're paying $1 a share, okay, and they do a 2-for-1 split, well, now your stock is worth a 50 cents, $50. So your dividend gets split in half also. Okay, so you're not really losing anything. You're gaining. Okay, if you're going from 100 shares at $100, great. Well, now you're getting $1 for 100 shares. That's $100. Now the stock does a split, 2 for 1. So now you have 200 shares at $50. And they also split the dividend. So instead of getting $1 a share, you're getting 50 cents a share. But you have 200 shares at 50 cents a share. How much are you getting? $100. Doesn't change. Math is one of the only exact sciences. 1 plus 1 is going to equal 2 no matter where you go. Okay, James, then this isn't the place for you. Exactly right. Thank you, Tom Powell. CLM. We looked at that last night, Art, and it was a no. CLM. Okay? It has no options. Right? So no options. No thank you. It has certain criteria that I require. 20 years of increased dividends and weekly options. It's going to be like 1923 soon. I'm not quite sure what happened in 1923. Would a REIT be considered profitable since they can't profit? Well, that's not true. A REIT is limited. They are required by law to pay out 90% of their profits. Brad wants to take a look at Shell. S-H-E-L. Interesting. Shell. High, low, where was it? Where is it? What's the direction? Down, up, sideways, down, sideways. Okay, it's at 67 at the moment. 67.04, so the 67s are going for 65 to 70. You might be able to squeeze your 1% out of there, but let's see. A year ago, we're at 67.92. We bottomed out in the middle of January at 60.74. Well, the top was at 74.48, and that was right in the beginning of May. Okay, from there, she went sideways, she came down, now she's sideways again. So what are we looking at this moment in time? Well, last 30 days. Now, I like the last 30 days because it gives me a good idea where the stock's going next. And I don't like the choppiness. Look, gap up, gap down, gap down, gap up, gap up, gap down, gap down. Okay? Up, down, up, down, up. Simple enough, but what does it look like? Well, if I'm going to buy it currently here, 67.30, the 68s are going for 25. That's not going to work. 67s are going for 65. You take 30. Yeah, that's not going to work either. The numbers just don't work on this one at this moment in time. Johnny, which at 19C, if one SHR nowhere to yield would be 38C from an... Okay, Johnny, I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, you have to remember one thing, Johnny. I get 7 cameras going. I get Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, another Twitter, and another YouTube. So I have questions coming in from all. You have 2 lines, and it doesn't make any sense to me. Which at 19C is one SHR, now we're 2. Your yield would be 38C from initial. I have no idea what that means. What is, that is if I'm understanding they're set up correctly. Okay, Atari 2600, I don't understand that either. Sweetie Swag, hey, you're back again. Yes, I see that. You're here again. Because Sweetie Swag, I remember that name. How long have I been trading? Well, over 20 years. Luke, thanks. Glad you like it. How do you find that calendar? I signed up with Thinkorswim today. Cool beans. Okay, so the calendar, you ready, Sweetie Swag? Way up here at the top, you come over to Market Watch. You see where it says Market Watch, this drop down window opens up. Quotes, alerts, visualize finance rates, calendar. There you go, calendar. B, Vail a no, Vail's a no, dude. For me, I'm not telling you no for you. If you like Vail, you're the one that suggested it. If you like it, hey, more power to you. I personally don't like it. The numbers just don't look right to me. Okay, Steve, Energy Transfer, the premiums are horrible with Energy Transfer. What do I mean by that? You ready? 16.43. Well, the close one is going to be the 16.50. Well, it's paying 8 cents to 10 cents. Well, that's crappy. But look, just underneath that, 1 strikeout, 0. 2 strikes out, 0. 3 strikes out, 0. I like companies that look something like this. Okay, current price. Okay, look at that, 251, 202, 157, 119, 93, 72. The premiums that I'm collecting are better than what you showed me on Energy Transfer. Okay, remember this, 9,714 different companies to look for. Why are you so fixated on that one? Well, you look at the one. If the numbers don't work, if the timing is not right, well, fine, just move on to another one. Nico, TSM. Didn't you ask me to take a look at TSM last night, Nico? Okay, if it was a no last night, it's going to be a no tonight. Okay, it's way too high. Look at the big gap up. Look at the size of the volume going into that gap up. Well, now it's at the high of the year. Well, what do you think is going to happen at the high of the year and a gap up? It's going to be profit taking and it's going to come down. So TSM is going to be a no. Rude Dude, how are you today? What is your win rate percentage? It's over 95%. Can you buy Blue Sky Carbon in the USA? I honestly don't know because it's not on my list. I've never heard of them. Now, you have to, it would be nice for you to understand that I only like companies that have 20 years of consistent profits. I mean, profitable. 20 consecutive years. That's 2 decades. Consistently profitable. I've never heard of Blue Sky Carbon. And if they are consistently profitable, have weekly options, and have nice dividends, well then yeah, I would have heard of them. Please, what is your trade platform? This here is called Think or Swim. Yeah, it's right there. Sweetie Swag said it. Think or Swim. Nice performance. Thank you, Luke. Hey, Bama Redneck's here. Thank you for that, Redneck. What am I looking for? Oh, I missed all these questions. All right, TSLY is going to be a no. UGI, ooh, check a look at that. Money, money, money. Cool beans. I guess I should put a question mark after that. Daisy Poppy. What did I miss? Well, I missed a whole bunch. Holy cow. I missed a bunch. Oh, there's TSM right there. Kraft Heinz, we already looked at that. That's a no. Sorry. MU, Luke. Nice pick. MU. Let's take a look at that one. Micron. Micron. Here we go. Here's the high. Here's the low. Look at that movement. Great. It's at 111.15 at the moment. So 111 is going for 253. Look at the numbers. Okay, at the money right now, 253. Well, that's over 2%. Okay, 1 strikeout, 202. Again, over 2%. The 113s, right around 1.5%, so on and so forth. I like those numbers. They look nice. Uh-oh, Joey. Joey just had a question. Joey, you just stumbled on this live. Is it about finding stocks to buy, to sell as covered calls? Absolutely, Joey. That's what we do here. We're looking for a simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way to lose strategy doing covered calls on good quality dividend stocks. Okay? Currently, there are 9,714 stocks available at this moment in time. Okay? Okay? 9,700 different companies. Half of them pay dividends. The other half don't. I only do the companies that pay dividends, more specifically, the ones that have increased their profits for 20 consecutive years. Okay, so we're looking at MU at the moment. High, low, where was it? Where is it? What's the direction? Up, down, up. Great. well over 1%, actually looking at 2% here. But what does it normally do this time of year? For that, we want to go with the seasonality. Seasonality tells us, what does a stock normally do this time of year? Well, as you can plainly see, she's going to go flat for about a week, and then she's going to move to the upside. Okay, well, covered calls and spreads are great for sideways and tendency to go up. Let's go back to where we were, the way we were. Okay, so a year ago, we're at 67.13. The bottom of the year, 63.67, and that was the end of October of last year. She shoots up to the high of 157.94, and that's the middle of June. Okay, so the last 30 days, what are we looking at? Here's the last 30 days right here. Okay, 88 was the low. She shoots up to 114.25, pulls back down, goes sideways, shoots back up again. Now she's coming down. MU, you might want to hold off a week or two. I'm going to write it down for 2 weeks. We'll take a look at it again in 2 weeks. MU. And I think I do own some MU. BTI. Luke, BTI. What the heck is that? BTI. All right, we're going to take a look at BTI a little bit later. Okay, HNAIC. HNAIC. Okay, GS, Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs. Now, I bought Goldman Sachs earlier this year. It's going to be a no this time around, dude. Take a look. I mean, nice, don't get me wrong. Nice movement to the upside. Well, right now it's at 540. Okay, great. But that's at the high of the year. I don't do that. Nike 90. Kevin. Nike, NKE. Whew. Ooh, sorry. I gotta wake up. High, low, where was it? Where is it? What's the direction? Up, down, back up again. We're at 82.92. All right, so where we think it's going to go by the end of the week? Well, I like the last 30 days, and here's what the last 30 days are looking like. 30 days ago, we're at 80 bucks. Shoots up to 91, drops back down to 80 again, back up, back down, back up. Now she's coming back down. Kind of uncertain where it's going. Okay, Luke, 8% dividend. I have no idea which one you're talking about. BTI, British American Tobacco, 8.6% dividend. All right, so I'm assuming, zoomed in, okay, BTI. Well, let's take a look at BTI. Because Nike's going to be a no this week. BTI, well, that's a hell no, brother. I don't like monthlies, okay? It's a monthly. I don't like it. Okay, plain and simple. 20 years of increased dividends and weekly options. If it doesn't have weekly options, I don't want to look at it because it's wasting our time. It's wasting my time, and I don't like wasting my time. Okay, Hudson or Judson. Mara premiums will bag you in a minute. Okay, now Judson, we already looked at Marathon earlier today. Okay, the Blakester is your main strategy. Ooh, Brad wants to look at Comcast, CMCSA. CMCSA. You can't go wrong with Comcast. 64 million customers paying a monthly. Nice. Okay, Blakester. Is your main strategy to short or write and option and then skim the premium, or is that something more? Okay. Kind of like that. The main strategy, I'm not shorting anything. I buy the stock, I sell a covered call against it, I collect the premium if the premium's over 1% and the timing is right. Always look at the chart. The chart will tell you when is the right time to buy. Club Med Tom, back again, dude. Cool, huh, James? Could you walk us through a typical Friday of yours as it relates to covered calls? No, I could, but I'm not going to. What about MSTR? No. Sorry, Joey. We looked at MSTR the other day. It's a no. Okay, H. Nake. Goldman Sachs we already took a look at. Now, we haven't looked at CCL, Carnival Cruise Lines. We looked at Carnival Cruise Lines last night, okay, but it's at the high of the year. See it? It's at the high of the year, Carnival Cruise Lines. Now, I wrote it down to take a look at it 2 weeks from today, because look what it does. It goes up, it comes down. It goes up, well, now I'm waiting for it to come down. When it comes down again, that's when I'll jump into it if the numbers work. Okay, Boomba, we already looked at Kraft Heinz. It was a no. TLT is bonds. Yeah, I got it. I like LTC. LTC. Yeah, no. I'm glad someone likes it. I don't like it. Ooh, ConocoPhillips. Always a pleasure. I like ConocoPhillips. High, low. Where was it? Where is it? Where is it going? Down, up, down. 105 to 106 is going for 115. Well, there's 1% right there if you like ConocoPhillips. JG725, PSEC, no. It just doesn't fit in the category. I mean, think about it. Yeah, it's a 12% yield. Great. If you're happy with it, you know what? You're insistent, we'll take a look at PSEC. Just don't talk, don't say I didn't warn you. But we're going to get to that in a minute. ConocoPhillips, the last 30 days. Okay? Up, down, well, hypothetically speaking, still has the finish. Because look, it's still going down, but very slowly. So what I'd wait, me personally, I'd wait to find the bottom and wait for it to turn around before I jump into ConocoPhillips. I believe ConocoPhillips is written down for next week for us to take a look at. Oh, but it is now. COP, ConocoPhillips. Okay, so JG725. You didn't want to listen when I said no the first time, so let's take a look at PSEC. Oh, it's a monthly. That's a no. That's one no. Okay? It's a monthly. I don't like monthlies. They just don't work financially. Joey, T-O-T-T. We probably won't get to it, Joey. Sorry. Okay, we are on LTC, PSEC. Okay, JG. Now, I already said no once to PSEC because it's a monthly. But wait, it does get worse, just in case you were wondering, because I know you're all excited about PSEC. PSEC. Let's go to historical data, because I want to see what kind of dividends this thing is actually paying. Dividends only. Look at all of the dividends it paid out. Well, let's take a look at this. Oh, it paid dividends since 2004. Well, let's take a look at some of these numbers. 10, 13, 15, 20, 28, 30, 34, 38, 39. Wow, this looks good so far. So 39, 40, 41, 2010. They cut the dip. Now explain to me why you think PSEC is good if in 2010 they cut the dividend 75%. Okay? Do you see that right there? They cut the dividend 75% in 2010. Okay? Then 2011, they didn't increase. 2012, they didn't increase. 2013 took 3 years to go from 10 to 11 cents a share. Okay, so 2013 it's 11, 2014 it's 11. What the hell? 2015 they cut it again? Now, 3 cents is not a lot, but 3 cents is almost 20%. Actually, it's 25%. So they cut it 25% in 2015. Okay, 2016, no increases. 2017, no increase. Whoa. 2017, they cut it again by 25%. 2018, no increases. 2019, no increases. 2020, no increases. 2021, no increases. 2022, no increases. 2023, no increases. 2024, no increases. Okay, this thing's a dog and a half. But wait, it gets worse. It really does. So there's no consistency whatsoever, which basically means they've cut the dividend like 6 or 7 times. Once by 25%, once by 75%, once by 50%, and you think PSEC is a good place, but it does get worse. Hold on. Hold on to your hats, because you're going to hate this one. Okay, now we're going to take a look at what do they actually pay. Well, they're only paying 13% per year. Well, 13% per year is really not that bad if you think about it. But at 13% per year, and they haven't increased their dividend in 5 years. It's been the exact same dividend for the past 5 years. No increasing whatsoever. So let's put it to you this way. Okay, they're paying me $1,000 a month. Great. Well, they cut it 25%. Now I'm down to $750. Okay, a couple years later, they cut it by 50%. So now I'm down to $3.25. Okay, I was at 1,000. Now I'm at 3.25. And then they cut it yet again by another 20%. Well, at 3.25, now I'm down to $280. No, this is the dog and a half. I'm going to put this in the dog pound with the rest of the dogs. Sorry, dude. PSAC, no. You put your money wherever you want. It's just a no for me. Oh, and now you want me to look at OXLC? I'm going to tell you no on that one too. OXLC. Has no options. No, thank you. EL Estee Lauder. Oh my God. I bought Estee Lauder a while ago, and that thing has been down ever since I bought it. It was one of those companies. Now, how I tell you, you're going to buy a company and it's going to drop. I did. I bought Estee Lauder. It dropped. I'm still down 15%. But I keep collecting dividends on it. So it is what it is. You don't give new companies a chance. Daisy Poppy, no, I don't. Okay, I'm 60 years old. I have no desire whatsoever to give a new company a chance. None. Okay, now if, hypothetically speaking, it has 18 or 19 years worth of increased dividends, yeah, then I'll take a look at them. That's about as new as I'm going to get. Because you got to understand a couple of things. Number one, this is my strategy. This is what I do. I'm just showing you guys what I do. I'm not giving you any suggestions. I'm just telling you there are possibilities of making money differently than what everyone else says. And I have a very strict rule. Okay? Rule number one, the company has to be consistently profitable. If it's a new company, well, they have no track record. James, what about TR? Tootsie Roll. Ooh, good company. Okay? Now, Tootsie Roll became a dividend king a couple of years ago. But anyway, let me finish up. Daisy Poppy, you're absolutely right. So you can invest your money any way you want. Seriously, you can. It's your money. You do what you want. I'm totally 100% honest. I even show you my trades, what I buy and why I buy them. Number one, I like simplicity, consistency, predictability, and safety, and then no way to lose. That's what I'm looking for. Okay? You want to come along for the ride? Hey, more power to you. You want to copy what I do? Great. I don't give advice. I don't give tips. Okay? I don't tell people what to do. You ask me for advice? Great. Education. That's the number one, education. Okay, A guy. What are your thoughts on dividend income versus total return? Okay, A guy. Specifically, I am here for cash flow. Okay, so when you mean total returns, you're talking about capital appreciation as the stock goes up. Dude, you're in the wrong place. I have no desire for that whatsoever. I'll repeat it. I want simplicity. I want it to be safe. I want it to be predictable. I want it to be consistent and no way to lose. I'm looking for cash flow. To find the cash flow, I want companies that are consistently increasing in their profits, which means that they're consistently profitable. I don't know why people don't understand that. 20 years of consistent profits, okay? And if the company is profitable, okay, they increase their dividends year after year after year. Well, great, that works for me, okay? Weekly options, a must. I want weekly cash flow. It's really that simple. Now, there's 9,714 different companies I can invest in at any moment in time, okay? 9,714 as of last Monday. There's only about 300 that fit the criteria in which I'm looking for. Great. Well, there's always something for me to trade. You guys want me to look at a new company? Fine, I'll look at it. It's going to be a no. For me, if you want to invest in your money any way you want, fine. More power to you. Okay? Seriously. If it doesn't have dividends, no thank you. If it doesn't have weekly options, no thank you. If it's not consistently profitable at least 20 years, no thank you. It's that simple. Okay? I go to a store, I buy what I want to buy. I go to Baskin Robbins, they got 31 flavors. I only buy one. That's what I'm looking for, one. I could get all 31, I have no desire for that. I only have a desire for safe, simple, predictable, consistent, no way to lose trading strategy. That's what my desire is for. Are you familiar with Blue Sky Carbon? No. Just because gifts? Okay. When I say no, you asked me once already, what about Blue Sky Carbon? No. Okay, number one, hypothetically, if they have 20 years or more of increased dividends, I would know about them. If they have weekly options and 20 years of increased dividends, I would know about them. But I don't know about them, so that usually means they don't have 20 years of profits and they don't have weekly options. Oh, yeah, weekly options. So basically a no. Luke, do you have a bunch of stocks that is stuck waiting for a dividend payment to pull out? I have a few of them that I've been carrying longer than I want to. But here's the thing. Even though I carry them longer than I want to, I still collect a premium on them every week. I still get cash flow from every single position that I have. It's not that I have positions that I'm not collecting money on every single week. That's pointless to me. I'm looking specifically for cash flow. Okay, and so it has to have weekly options or I'm not interested. UGI. I guess I should put a question mark after that. Well, yeah, you should. What are your thoughts on dividend income versus cash? Yeah, a guy, I already told you. That's the only thing I do. Okay, Eric, UGI. Never heard of them. And that's why, monthly. No thanks. TSLY. TSLY. No. C Limited. I need to have the ticker symbol, dude. Sorry. Rather focus on total return. Well, good for you. I'm 60 years old. I have no desire to put money aside and wait for it to grow. No desire at all. So, a guy, if you're getting 50% or more per year, good for you. Okay, I make over 50% per year. 1% a week is over 50%. Okay, if you're doing better than that, more power to you. Joey, you said Tootsie Roll is a great company, but would it be a consideration for buying? No, it wouldn't. And here's why. TR, Tootsie Roll. It's a monthly. Okay, just because they have been in business for over 100 years, just because they consistently increase their dividends for more than 5 decades, that doesn't mean I like it. Because they're a monthly, which means I can only get I can only do a covered call once a month. That's only 12 times a year. It just doesn't pay the same. I'll be tying up my money for something that doesn't work for me. So Tootsie Roll's a no. Even though it's a great company, it's still a no. Okay, there's a better company than that. And it's called GPC, Genuine Parts Corporation. They've increased their dividends to their shareholders for 7 decades. That's longer than I've been alive. And they've consistently increased their dividends. I've never bought it because they're a monthly also. Okay, I don't like monthlies because the numbers just ain't the same. Sorry, it's just the way it is. UGI, already looked at that, so no. Do you have a hands-on learning and chart setup course with detailed help to understand? Okay, user 441124. I have a morning trading group. It's even better. It's actually live and interactive every morning. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 9 a.m. Friday, 3. Well, actually, we're going to start at 2 p.m. now on Fridays because we've been running into time getting too close to the close at 4. It means more and more people join, means I need to get more time available for you guys. PLTR, yeah, no. Sorry, PLTR, no. Citibank, ooh, I like Citibank. It actually has been in business for over 100 years. They've actually increased their dividends consistently. They have weekly options, and I bought Citigroup many times. Okay, so here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Look at that, nice upward movement. It's currently at 62.91. So if I bought it at 62.91, I'd be thinking of selling it at 63. Well, that's 73 cents. That's over 1%. Well, here's the equation. It's a company that's over 100 years old. They consistently increase their dividends. Okay? The premium I can collect is over 1%. The chart is in an upward trend. So everything is going in a positive direction so far. So let's take a look at the actual numbers. So a year ago was the bottom. That was the end of October, 38.56. Well, it shoots up very nicely to the high of the year in the middle of July. And that's 67.81. Well, you get a high of the year, you're going to have profit taken. Look, she drops, and it shoots back up again. See? High of the year, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now she's coming down. So Citigroup, I would like to put it off for another 2 weeks only because it's coming to the downside. ARTNA. I can say no to that now, or I can pull it up and say no. ARTNA. No options, no thank you. What programs and systems do you run for your display? Okay, Blake, I don't have any programs or systems. Okay, this here is Think or Swim. It's a trading platform offered by Charles Schwab. Okay, Tom Sosnos, interesting, Tom Sosnos, over 20 years ago, created this trading platform. He sold it for a huge amount of money to TD Ameritrade. TD Ameritrade recently got bought out by Charles Schwab. Got a question over here. Dennis wants to take a look at AT&T. Dennis Mancini. Well, here's AT&T right here. Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Look at where it's going. That's a nice upward movement if you like AT&T. However, at 21.85, the 22s are going for 44 cents. That is a 2% trade if you like AT&T. Look at the last 30 days. Okay? Up, down, now she's going back up again. Well, awesome. That's a great time to jump in if you like AT&T. And that's a big question. Question number one should always be, does it make sense? Question number two is, do I like AT&T? Question three should be, do I like AT&T at 21.85? If I buy it at 21.85 and I sell it at 22, I'm getting 2%. If it goes above 22, great. Get rid of it, jump onto another one. So there's your AT&T right there. Occidental Petroleum, OXY. Take a look at Occidental Petroleum. High, low, where was it? Where is it? What's the direction? Down, up, down. Now she's going down again. 51.66. The 52s are going for 49. Yeah, that's not 1%. That's a no. That's a no. Okay, sorry. He doesn't understand what you're doing. Who doesn't understand what I'm doing? Okay. Chewy, nope. PLTR, nope. Are we talking about options here? Yes, we are. Duffy, how are you doing today? Rich Bruner, how are you and that lovely wife of yours? No idea how you hooked up with a beautiful woman like that. More power to you, brother. Way to go. Treat her nice. All right. Good to know. I just bought some last. We have to do more research. You should always do research. You should never, ever, ever buy something without doing all the research. Gap. Brad wants to take a look at the gap. GAP. Well, gap, here you go. Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. She jumps up, look at that trading range. She just channeled sideways for the whole year, broke out once or twice, but still in the same 22.58 to 22.50s, 50 cents, that's over 2%. Oh, we got a good question right here, Joey. Joey's got a question. Dividend kings and aristocrats are the ones to look at. Revenue, yield, PE ratios, also weekly options, requirements. So I'm wondering if there is a way to utilize a stock screener. Yes. Is there really always a stock with an EX date each and every week? Well, let's go here. Let's go here. And let's go there. Okay, so this is the month of October. These are all the companies that have an EX date in October. Now, you might think there's none here on Monday, but nope, there's 131 just here on Monday. And no, look at this, there's nothing on the 14th. So yeah, you are right, nothing on the 14th, but wait a minute, the 14th is a holiday. That's probably why. Look, 39 here. There's 3 on this day, but 135 on the 30th of September. But yeah, see, there's your answer to your question right there. Thoughts on BHP? What the heck is BHP? Now, that right there is a clue. Like when I say, what the heck is that? Wait a minute, let's finish up with the gap first. Okay, so the gap, here we go. A year ago, the gap was at the bottom of the year at 1144. Topped out at 3088, and that was on the 4th of June. From there, she drops, retrace, drops again sideways, and look at the last 30 days. Last 30 days. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, personally, for me, I like the gap. I've bought it many times this year, but I would stay away from it this week. I would wait for the profits taking to start place. Once the profit taking starts place, it'll probably come back down here to the low 20s, then jump in once it makes its turn. Because that's all it does. Look, it came down, it turned, went up. It came down, it turned and went up. It came down, it turned and went up. That's all stocks do. They go up and they go down. If you think stock is going to come to your house and make your bed, wash your dishes, trim your trees, and take the dog for a walk, nope, ain't happening. Stocks go up, stocks go down. That's it. They do not send you Mother's Day cards. They do not sell you get well cards. They do not send you a card saying, oh, sorry, you were wrong. No. They do nothing but go up and go down. That's all they do. Okay, thoughts on BHP. I have no idea what BHP is. And that's probably why. It's a monthly, it's a no. Think about it. If you're doing something long enough, okay? I've been doing this for 20 years. You suggest a stock, I'll tell you right off the top of my head whether it's a yes or a no, which means, do they have weekly options? Are they consistently profitable? That's it. Consistently profitable and weekly options. That's really not that difficult. Okay? 9,700 different companies. Consistently profitable and weekly options. 2 criteria. That's it. For me. You guys pick what you guys want to do. But that's what I want. I want consistently profitable and weekly options. Boomba, great advice about recession, James. They are just buying opportunities. Yes, they are. Many good penny stocks for starters. You're probably right. Okay, now just because gifts, you are probably 100% correct. I did penny stocks 2 or 3 decades ago. I am currently retired, which means I have no desire whatsoever to play that game. And that's basically what it is. Because you're taking a risk on something that's unproven. Okay, I have no desire to put money anywhere and just wait and hope. Nope. The money that I have, okay, I get 1% per week. That pays my bills. And that, my friends, is good enough for me. Okay? You guys got to figure out what's good enough for you. I'm just here sharing my knowledge, my information. I don't give any tips. I don't give any advice. Okay? I take a look at stocks you asked me to take a look at. Okay? AT&T. I tell you, well, I just read the numbers. And then I give you my interpretation. It's not advice. Okay? Never blindly listen to anybody on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok. I always tell people, if you really want to talk to me, send me your number. I will give you a call. We'll have a chat. All right. What program system? We already talked about that. CLM is crazy. Yep, probably is, but it's a no for me. 2-speed, Coles. I like Coles. KSS. Okay, Coles. High, low, is, direction, up, down, up. 2078, the 21s are going for 45. That's 2%. That's a 2%, that's a 2% trade. Now, I already own some Coles, so I get a nice premium on Coles every single week. All right. So Coles, a year ago, we're at 2086. Top of the year was 2968. The bottom of the year was on the 23rd of September. Okay? She went down, there's the bottom. She went up, there's the top. Here's your profit taking. New bottom here. Now we're right here. She's still going to the upside. Great, if you like Coles. That's always one of the most important questions. Number one is, does it make sense? Number two is, do I like this company? Never buy something you don't want to hold on to for a long period of time, because you just might have to. The longest I've ever held anything is 9 months. And I didn't do it because I wanted to. I bought Kimberly-Clark. She went down, stayed down there for a while. She came back up and I finally got out. 9 months. But what happened those 9 months? I collected 3 dividends and over 30, 35, 36 premiums. Well, the premium is usually higher than the dividend. So I made out nicely, but you know, it still went down. So I had to hold, yeah, I was not happy about it. Okay, so $20.78 for the 21s, 45 cents per share on a $21 stock. That is over 2% trade. New Jersey Bigs. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. CLM. A YouTube shows you how. It looks difficult to me. Well, alrighty then. All right, Red Rooster, you got to give me the ticker symbol. But just to let you know, I've never heard of Cosmos Energy. Okay? Mono, thoughts on BHP. Didn't we just look at BHP a second ago? Yeah, it's a no. The reason it's a no, it's a monthly. Monthly, that means monthly options. I only like weekly options. I just wanted to let you know, I think Dividend Stock Talk 7 is a fake ID using your name. Deep Blue, I appreciate that. Just to let you know, there are 28 people using my ID, my name, and my videos. 28. So more than likely, you will get an email, a text, a DM from someone claiming to be me. This is why I tell you on the live show, live right here, you really want to talk to me, send me your phone number, and I will actually give you a call. Bitto is not weekly, but it pays good yield. Does it really, New Jersey Bigs? Does Bitto pay a good yield? Well, let's jump on over to Yahoo Finance. Put Bitto in here, and let's take a look at some of the fundamentals of Bitto. Okay? So, Bitto, at the moment, look at the yield that it's paying. 53.8%. That is freaking awesome. That's better than me. But here's the problem with that, bigs. Okay, let's take a look at historical data and see how wonderful this company actually is. Okay, let's look at dividends only. See how long they've been paying dividends. A year? Seriously, dude? You think a year is good enough information for you to invest your hard-earned money? Think about it. But let's take a closer look, okay? February 2023, 15 cents. Okay? That's not bad. But look at the very next month, 10 cents. Well, they just decreased the dividend 33%. And you think that's good? But wait, it gets worse. Hold on, you'll see. So from 10 cents, it goes to 47. Then it drops another 5 cents, which is 20%. Is that right? Okay, it drops it 20%. Then it went to 43. Then it went to 66. Well, that's great. Then from 66, it went to 39. Then it just dropped over 40%. Now, wait a second. Look at this. 1 cent, it just dropped it by 98% or 99%. Then it went to 7 cents, then to 14, then to 13, and to 15, and to 36, to 73, 115, 168, 177, 150, 145. Then it dropped it at what? I forget what percentage that is. But from 150 to 145, that's 5. That's 20. No, wait a minute. That 20%. 5 on 15. It's anyway. Drop. Yeah. No. See, you may think just because they're having a nice monthly options, but monthly dividends. Look at when it went from 39 to 1. 39 to 1, and you think that's good? Hell no. That's not a good yield, dude. That's not even 1 year of consistent dividends. Wait a minute, is it? February 1st, 2023. Okay, so 1 year and 9 months. 1 year, 9 months. That's it. They haven't even hit the 3-year mark. Most companies don't make it to 3 years. Hardly any company makes it to 5 years. 1 in 1,000 will make it to 10 years. This thing's still working on year number 2. Yeah, no, sorry, dude. It's a no for me. That's a no, CJ. You're paying attention. Cosmo Energy. What do I think about Apple? Now, Apple is not on my personal list, but I do trade Apple. And the reason why I trade Apple, because it's on Warren Buffett's list. If it's good enough for Warren, it's good enough for me. Let's take a look at Apple. Okay, so here's Apple. I actually have some Apple at this moment in time. Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Up, down, up, down, up. It's currently at 235. The 235s are going for 239, so right around 1%. Okay, fine. What I really like about Apple is check this out. This is what we call the seasonality chart. You see that? This blue line represents this year's movements. Well, it's not that bad, but look at the red line. That's 10 years worth of movement. From January, all the way to the left, to December 31st, all the way to the right, nothing but straight up. Well, it's great. You buy it in January, sell it in December, you're going to make a profit. So that's what I think of Apple. Let's go back to where we were. All right, right here. All right, so let's keep on moving. So I wouldn't buy Apple at the moment only because it's at the high of the year. And I don't buy at the high of the year. Okay, so let's keep on going. When you add a stock to your watch list, does it add to the calendar? Yes, it does, sweetie swag. Both sides are crooks. I like that name, dude. What stocks do I like? Well, both sides are crooks. Here's all the trades that I made this year. The 10-minute trader. Remember I told you I share 3 accounts with you. Account number 1, account number 2, account number 3. Here are the trades right here. Whoops. See that? What do we have here? Walgreens, Marathon, Kohl's, Ford. Wynn, Kohl's, Walgreens, MPW, Bitto. Look at that, I bought Bitto. Wynn, Bitto, Kohl's. This one over here, Walgreens, Kohl's, Marathon, Ford. Well, those are the 3 accounts I share with you, going all the way back to January. Every single week, you'll see. Every single week. Okay, Clorox, General Motors, Capital One Finance, Ford, Macy's. Okay, they're all right there. Every single trade I made this year in these 3 accounts. Now, like I told you, I get 6 accounts. I share 3 of them with you. Okay, what was my rate of return? 0.9, 2.7, 1.35, 0.85. Keep on going. 2.32, 2.0, 2.9, 2.7. That's what I make on a weekly basis. So what are we having? Many good penny stocks for starters. Yeah, just because gifts, I don't do penny stocks. I'm not quite sure what it is about that you're not understanding. Okay? And Larissa, N-U-E. Is that Newmont? Nucor. Damn it. The funny thing is, Newmont, Nucor, and Nexteria. N-U-E, N-E-E, and N-U, and... Wait a minute, N-U... Anyway. N-U-E. Okay, let's take a look at N-U-E. Here we go. Nucor. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Where's the direction? Up, down, up. Cool beans. Uh-oh, 161. Let's move this over a little bit so we can see it better. 161.15. The 160 is going for 295. The 162 is going for 2. Either one of them is going to give you 1%. Joey, would you mind sharing what platform you're using for screening stocks on your monitor? This is Think or Swim. Think or Swim. Think or Swim. You go to thinkorswim.com. You can download it for free onto your laptop, your computer. You can use it for about a month for free. Call up Charles Schwab and say, hey, I like your stuff. Can I use it? They'll say yeah for about a month or so. And then they'd like you to join them. Cool beats. All right, so Larissa. Last year, a year ago, 145.65. It topped out at 202. What's a Schwab account? Charles Schwab. Okay, wherever you trade, whether it's Charles Schwab, whether it's E-Trade, whether it's Fidelity, whether it's Bank of America, whether it's Robinhood, whether it's Webull, whether it's Acorn, whatever trading platform you use, Charles Schwab is just another trading platform. Okay, that's all it is. It's just an entryway to get into the stock market. 202.85, that was back in April. The low of the year, right there, 9/11. That was 133.42. But look at where she is now. Look at the run-up. Okay? Nucor is not something I would jump into this week. I would wait a little while. I'm going to write it down for 2 weeks. Wait for some profit be taking. N-U-E. Okay, Francis, we already looked at AT&T. Is FedEx a good buy and hold? Okay, New Jersey, Biggs. I don't hold anything. I'll take a look at it and I'll give you my opinion at this moment. I don't buy anything for long term. Longest I've ever held anything was 9 months. That's it. If that's what you think long term is, hey, more power to you. FDX. Ooh, look at that. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now she's going back up again. She's at 274. 274, 275, they're going for 287. That's 1%. Now, Biggs, I buy just to collect 1% per week. If you're buying to hold long term, you're in the wrong place because I don't know what to tell you. Okay, I only know that I buy to resell. Okay, look at the movement, up, down, up. Well, that's pretty easy to figure out. But here's the question: is it going to continue going up? Because right now, the bottom, the turning point was 258. Well, it's almost a $20 move. A $20 move on a $200.50 stock, that's over 15%. Now 15% for 2 weeks. See, look, 2 weeks ago, it was here. Now it's here. That's a 15% increase. So ask yourself a question. Is a 15% increase enough for you to jump out and say thank you very much? Or do you want to hold on to it and wait for it to go higher and higher and higher? Because that's a question you have to ask yourself. I can't answer that question for you. Okay, do you like FedEx? Well, apparently you do because you're asking about it. Is it the right time to buy? I can't answer that for you because your ideas are different than mine. Mine is jump in, get the 1%, jump out, say thank you, and I'll see you the next time. Because eventually, this thing's going to turn around and start dropping. Because people like me are going to take a look, say, wait a minute, that's a 15% increase in 2 weeks. Hell yeah, I'm taking it. Because here's the thing. Nobody ever went broke taking profits. And it ain't a profit unless you plan on taking it. Okay? Just because gifts, it's energy from Canada. I understand, not public here yet. Penny stock. Well, two things. Number one, it's Canada. No. Number two, it's a penny stock. No. Number three, it has no options. No. Number four, most likely if it's a penny stock, it doesn't have 20 years of dividends. So no, 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 and wait a minute, no. You want to go for 5? Because no matter what you say, you can say anything you want. If you think it's a good company, you buy it. Okay, I have very strict rules with my money. Rule number 1, the company has to be profitable for a minimum of 20 consecutive years. I am not interested in buying a penny stock for 4 or 5 cents and waiting however long it takes to move to wherever the hell it's going to move to. Sorry, that's a young man's game. Decades ago, I did penny stocks. That was like 30 years ago I did penny stocks. Basically hasn't changed. Okay, someone comes up with a great idea. They sell their stocks. It's a few pennies. Great. People jump in. Sometimes they make it. Sometimes they don't. As a matter of fact, most of the times they don't. All right, Cosmo. I have no idea what Cosmo Energy. Okay, you need to give me the ticker symbol. Master of Coin, New York. Boeing, BA. Well, here we go. The high, the low, where was it, where is it, what's the direction? Went up, crashed, now she's bouncing off the bottom. That's the bottom of the year right there. Adam Devine, how are you tonight? So if the bottom is right here, about a week or so ago, you can't get any better at a buying opportunity than the low of the year. The low of the year was about a week ago. So let's take a gander at it. A year ago, we opened up at 183.98. Topped off at the end of the year at 267. And here's the bottom just last, wait a minute, when? Monday. Okay. So 30 days ago. Okay, here's your last 30 days. Bottom, top. 159 is the top. 146 is the bottom. Now she's going back up. She stalled out at 155. Now, ask yourself a question. Did she stall out here on Friday? Is she coming back down again? I don't know. What was the bump to the upside? I don't know. But at 155.45, the 155s are going for 430. The 157s are going for 315. The 160s 225. Holy shit! They're all giving over 1%. Wow, 4 strikes out and it's still giving over 1%. All right, but the question is, do you like Boeing? How do you find companies' dividend dates? Wow. You can basically do a search on Google, EX dividend calendar or EX dividend date. You can go to Yahoo Finance. You can go to Google Finance. You can go to the CBO.com, Chicago Board of Options. Okay? Wait a minute, no, that's options, that's not dividends. There's a lot of places you can find the dividend dates. Are there any good penny stocks? Play around. Okay, now. Brad, look at drug. It's not a play. Drug. D-R-U-G. Never heard of it. Yeah, hell no, dude. Okay. Verizon. Dave, Verizon, huh? Interesting. Verizon. Here's the high, here's the low. That's where it was. This is where it is. Look at the movement. Up, down, up, down, up. It's at 290 right now. Well, the 290 is going for 274 to 288. It's not 1%. It's going to be a no for me. I don't like it if it's less than 1%. There are way too many other stocks that do give me 1%. It may sound strange, it may sound weird, it may sound unorthodox. I buy a stock on a Monday. What about Procter & Gamble? I buy a stock on a Monday and I like to be out by Friday. And then next Monday, I'll do the exact same thing. Jump in on a Monday, be out on a Friday. Okay, and I only do certain stocks. And they're right here in my, oops, whoa, what did I do? On my stock list. Okay, now most of these companies you probably heard of. John Deere, Fifth Third Bank, Cardinal Health, Comcast, Cisco, Bank Mellon, Lennar, MasterCard, General Mills, AT&T, Verizon, General Dynamics, Procter & Gamble, Abbott Labs, Hormel, Caterpillar, Lowe's, Clorox, Kinder Morgan. You probably heard of each and every one of those companies. Okay, the ones I trade are household names. Why would I want to do something like Cosmo Energy? I've never heard of them. Why would I want to do companies like, what do we have here? RITM, never heard of them. SPYI, yeah, no. Okay, there's a VICI, never heard of them. Why would I, personally, me, or why would you? Why would you invest in a company you've never heard of? Or, better yet, why would you invest in a company that's not profitable? It boggles my mind. I got a lot of questions. There would you be a session where I can learn? Bruce, I have Think or Swim. Okay, Bruce, what questions do you got? Can you do MBLY? It's not all fine. I have all my money in it, and I wanted to get your thoughts on it. Well, see, the funny thing is, I actually bought in one of my other accounts, as an example, MBLY. Not normally on my list. But a very influential person told me to take a look at it and to buy it. So, MBLY. Okay, so here's the high, here's the low, that's where it was, this is where it is, here's the direction, up, down, sideways, great. Well, where are we currently right now? Well, here's the bottom of the year. Actually, it's a triple bottom at 1052. Triple bottom, 1052, she shoots up, pulls back. Now she's going to the upside. Well, alrighty then. I'm not quite sure where you jumped in, but where did I jump in on that one? Hold on. Not this one. Here it is right here. Oh, the 13 put on MBLY. MBLY. Oh, looks like I'll be buying it at 13 come Monday. Which I don't mind. So what's the 13 Monday going for? 13 is going for 45 cents a share. Well, that's over a 3% trade. That works for me. All right. Let's go back to where I was, right here. Okay, it's MBLY. Yeah, so we already did that one. What does it normally do this time of year? Look at that right there. This is the normal movement for this time of year. She's going to go sideways for a little bit. She's going to shoot up and keep on going until the end of the year. Okay, that works for me. PGR. What the heck is PGR? PGR. That's going to be a no. Progressive. Okay, take a look at it. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, it's at 251 at the moment. 251, the 252s are going for 205, the 250s are going 330, 120, yellow. No, the numbers just aren't working. Because if I bought it at 251, and if I sold the 250s, okay, I'm losing $1.20. So if I take the $1.20 off of this, I'm walking away with 210. And 210 just doesn't work for me on a $250 stock. Question. If my options are in the money, can they be assigned anytime or just on Friday? Adam, anytime. Between Monday and the day they expire, which is Saturday. Okay? There's no trading on Saturday, but they expire on Saturday. Do you ever do Canadian banks? Only if they are traded on the U.S. stock market. CLH. What is it? Hey, 86 finally got here. Dude, you got a half hour left to go. You're welcome there, Adam. CELH. Celsius. Yeah. No. Celsius has not been around for that long. They don't have 20 years of dividends. Ooh, when I followed you, I had 10 accounts with your name following me. Well, there are 28 that I know of. There may be more than 28 now, but 28 people were pretending to be me. Mahesh, how are you doing today? Ooh, Boomba wants to take a look at Archer. Wait. ADM. Archer Daniels. ADM. Archer Daniels. Okay, ADM. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. She went sideways, down, up, sideways. Okay, we're at 56.40. 56.50, the 57s. Boy, yeah, see, the numbers just aren't right. Sorry. BBAI. Ingrid, how are you today? BBAI. No. MPW. No, WPM. Oh, wow. Okay. LTE 210. Oh, Mahesh. We haven't looked at Walgreens yet. We'll look at that next. WPM. No. Okay. WBA. Walgreens. Last 30 days for Walgreens. Now, I do have some Walgreens. Now, look at this. 30 days ago, we're at $9. We bottomed out at $8.20. Went up, went down, went up. Now it's coming down again. Now, Mahesh, I'm not quite sure what you want me to say other than the fact that, well, she's going to be coming down. Look at the big jump from 9.20 to 11.20. Okay, that's a 20% jump in 2 days. Okay. SMC. SMC is a no. Sorry. CLS, that's probably a no also. Celistic Inc. Equity. CLS. Got it, Ingrid? CLS. CLS. I've never heard of it, and that's why I've never heard of it. There are no dividends in the selected time frame. Okay, John, terribly sorry, dude. SMC's no. Mandela. Sweetie Swag, if it doesn't sell, do you keep the premium? Yeah, well, the premium's yours the very instant you get it. Do you get more premiums, or are they, if you able to, yeah, you are able to roll over. As a matter of fact, I just learned how to roll over this year. I didn't know you could. Wow, I got a lot of questions to go through. CVS CEO got removed. Ooh, Steve, I like that one. Hold on, I gotta go back here for a second. What am I missing? I like Altria, good. I only have 3 dividend stocks in my Roth IRA, BITX and BITO. Ugh, Kevin, yuck. That's okay. Wow, I missed all these questions. Holy cow. PLR. Okay, here we are. Just caught up. PLTR, no. SMCI, John, sorry, that's a no also. BIVI, that's a no. Okay, XAUUSD, yeah, that's, hold on, that's Forex, that's a no. I do Forex. Coke, ooh, somebody wants Coca-Cola. KO, Coca-Cola. Okay, currently at 70.43. The 70 is going for 121. You take 43 cents off there, you're working with 80 cents. Okay, so you get you 1% there. Here's the high, here's the low, here's the movement. Okay, great. Well, what's the last 30 days look like? Okay, check it out. 30 days ago, here we are, 71. She shoots up to 72.75, drops all the way down to 68.75, goes back up, pulls back down again. So, up, down, down. Okay? Usually that means no, because she's going back down yet. I want to find the bottom, wait for it to turn around, go back up, make sure the numbers work. Because the numbers are working today for Monday, but once it finds its bottom and goes back to the upside, that could be another day, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. We don't know. But here's the 30-day bottom here, 68.75. And it's currently at 69.50. Well, she could come down a little further before she turns around and goes back up again. Because that's all stocks do. They go down and they go up. That doesn't mean PSEC won't increase their dividends either. You never know. Okay, Isaac, you're absolutely 100% correct. Okay? And now I always tell people, don't listen to me. Make up your own decisions. If you like PSEC, buy it. I don't like it because they're not consistent with their dividends and they don't have enough years of profitability to make me happy. Because, we're all in charge of our own money. You invest your money the way you think is best for you. The way I think is best for me are companies that are consistently profitable. And PSEC is not one of them. Sorry about that. Okay, Kevin, I only have 3 dividend stocks in my Roth IRA. BITX, no. BITO, no. I don't know what the third one is, Kev, but I don't know what to tell you. Boomba, what are your thoughts on BA? Nope, these days. They are still one of the greatest U.S. companies. I get that. But for me, no. Isaac, then you'll sell it if they did that. It's a solid stock. Okay, Isaac, I have no idea what you're talking about. How much are you making monthly selling covered calls? If I make over 1% every week, and there's 4 weeks in a month, that would be over 4% in a month. Okay, I don't know if that answers the question, but it sounds like it does to me. Tim, BIVI. What the heck is BIVI? Yeah, that's a no, dude. Sorry. Hollywood is in the house. Hollywood, I got a bunch of cash this week. What are we buying? Joe Sun 38 OXLC. What the heck is OXLC? Oxford. No options. Okay, Joe, I'm very, very particular on what I buy. What I buy has to be consistently profitable. Got to have weekly options. This one does not. What kind of taxes do you pay? That's a question you need to ask a tax strategist. If you're concerned about taxes, Paul, did you say we're starting 30 minutes earlier on Monday? No. Or just Friday? Just on Fridays. Adam, can you help clarify some of the options in the deep in the money, their premium? Uh-oh, that sounds interesting. Their premiums seem bigger, but low profit. Do the premiums pretty much cover the lower buy-in? Okay, Adam, we can talk about that on Monday. Okay, but at this moment in time, I actually have to see what it is we're talking about. Okay, so right now, I'm not 100% sure what you're talking about specifically. Where are we? I think my math isn't correctly mathing. It happens. It does. All right. What else we have? Sweetie Swag. They aren't bad. He just looks at stocks with dividends with weekly options. Thank you, Sweetie Swag. Ask Jeeves. Good evening. Kerry Dills. That's what I want, cash flow. I'm hoping to retire next year. I hit 62, so I need that. Thanks. All right, Kerry Dills. If you want to chat, send me a number. I'll call you. We can chat. Now, I'm only 60. Okay, I have a nest egg. I get 1% every single week. I share my trades. Everybody can see those. I have nothing to hide. Okay, I got 6 accounts. I share 3 of them with you guys. Okay, specifically, simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way to lose. That's the trading strategy I came up with. Now, you may be asking, well, how did I come up with it? Well, here's the thing.
Hi, I'm JC, and as you being part of my internet website club thingy, which my dad doesn't like me calling it that, but I do. Being part of that, you're going to be getting weekly lists of stocks that I'll be trading, and every month you'll be getting 4 lists of stocks that you can choose from that'll help you get the best return on your money.
Okay, so that's me 12 years ago, and that's my daughter when she was 11. Now, when she was 9 in 2008, she says to me, she said, Daddy, can you teach me to do what you're doing? I said, okay, but here's the challenge. 9-year-old little girl knew absolutely nothing about stocks. So I had to come up with a trading strategy specifically for her. Okay? Now, I've been trading for 5 years when she said that. So it had to be simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way for her to lose. Because we all know a 9-year-old little girl starts losing all her money. First thing she's going to do is she's going to cry. I'm going to feel like shit. Mama's going to get involved. I'm going to be sleeping on the couch. And I'm going to feel like shit again. So, simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way to lose. That's what it had to be. Okay? Rule number 1. Never buy something you do not understand. Sometimes you guys have me take a look at stocks. I'm thinking to myself, what the hell is that? I have no idea why you guys buy some of the stuff that you buy. But hey, it's perfectly okay. You can buy whatever you want. But what I want, specifically, something I understand. I never sell at a loss. That's rule number 2. Rule number 3, make sure it is consistently profitable. The way that I do it, I go directly to the dividends. If they increase the dividends every year, well, the dividend is a portion of the profits the company makes. So if the dividend's consistently increasing, well, logic and common sense tells me if the profits are increasing, the company must be making more money. So if they're making more money every single year for 2 decades, 20 consecutive years, it's a yes for me. Rule number 4, make sure there are weekly options. I want weekly cash flow. I can't do that with monthlies, and I can't do that with companies that don't have options. There's 9,714 different companies to choose from. I have no desire to look at all of them. So my criteria is quite simple. 20 years of increased dividends and weekly options. Out of the 9,714 companies, only about 300 actually increase their dividends and have weekly options. Those are the only ones I want to look at. That's my rules. You guys have to come up with your own rules. What is right for you? I'm just sharing what I'm doing. Okay? Now, you guys should never listen to somebody blindly on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or whatever. Okay? Never. Do your own research. Does it make sense? Okay? OXLC, yeah. No options, no thank you. No dividends, no thank you. No weekly options, no thank you. It is that simple. Next, I like MO. MO is Altria, Dividend King. They've been in business for over 100 years. It's a great company. Okay, it's currently at $49.63. The 50s are going for 20 cents a share. That's not 1%. As much as I like Altria, it's a no. Okay, I will take a look at it. Beautiful morning, Cinco Trader. How are you today? So, even though they've been in business for over 100 years and they have increased their dividends for 50, that's 5 decades, 50 consecutive years or more, I still don't trade it because the numbers aren't what I'm looking for. I mean, I'll trade it once in a while when the numbers work. What about Intel? Joey, I love Intel. Let's take a quick look at Intel, INTC. Okay, I do. I like Intel. 22.77, the 23s are going for 40 cents. That's well over 1%. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? What's the direction? Up, down, sideways, down, sideways. It's at 22.77, the 23s. We already figure out we're making the 1% that we're looking for. Well, that works for me. Is there really always a stock with an EX date each and every week? Well, you could have asked each and every day, but each and every week, yes, that's easy. Each and every day, there's 1 or 2 days that doesn't have them. And there's no trading on holidays or Saturdays and Sundays. Okay, I need weekly cash flow. I need your help, Bruce. I use Thinkorswim, okay. User still rise. For 1 day next week, could you concentrate only on the 350 stocks you like and walk through trades? Well, see, here's the thing, okay? The user still rise, okay? Here's the thing, all right? Now, I'm here just sharing my knowledge. And anywhere between 6,000 and 20,000 people across the 7 different channels will come by and ask me questions. Okay, so I don't want to be rude, so I answer all the questions. Now, I have about 30 stocks I wanted to go through this week, but you guys keep getting me other stocks that are basically no for me. I'm a crypto lover. Awesome, good for you. You're in the wrong place though, dude. I don't do crypto. So back to you. Yeah, I don't want to be rude to anyone. If someone asks me a question, I answer it. If you really are interested, send me a number. I will give you a call. We'll chat. Maybe, just maybe, the morning trading group may be a good place for you if you're serious about trading. Because in the morning trading group, that's all we look at. Okay? We actually go through the list of stocks. Okay? That are trading for the week. Anything on my calendar is one that I've already vetted. I've already looked at. I've already checked out everything. So when it pops up, I don't have to look at the fundamentals. I don't have to look at anything. If it's on my calendar, it's an automatic yes. Okay, the morning trading group is 9 a.m. The stock market opens at 9:30. So we want to jump in at 9 to get ready for the morning trades. Okay, and then I stay online. I do. I stay live online. You can ask questions up until you're done asking questions. Okay, the longest I've ever stayed online was 3 hours. We jumped in at 9. I clocked out at 12. Could I say, hey, any questions? Any more questions? Anyone got a question? Any questions? Going once, going twice? No questions? Great. Calling it a day. I am from India, Punjab. Namaste. Okay, so anyway, it might be helpful for you. It might not be. Okay, Eastern time zone. Okay, stock market is in New York. Okay, Wall Street. They open up at 9:30 a.m. every day, except for Saturdays, Sundays, and holidays. All right, so anyway, users still rise. So I'm here to share information. So people ask questions, I answer them. Okay, if they stop asking questions, then I pull out my list and I start reading off the stocks. Okay, now on my left, okay, these are the stocks that I've circled 2 weeks ago. Because you'll hear me say, oh, I like that stock. I'll look at it again in 2 weeks. I'm in California. Okay, Joey, great. I've been to California. I don't see the appeal, okay? I'm from Tajikistan. Cool beans. So what was I saying? Don't get old. I have a tendency to forget things. As I was saying, is what it is. Hot toa. I am like your lucky. Thanks. Okay, so let's keep on going. What are some of your favorites? Nordstrom's, Kohl's, Macy's, IBM, Bank of America. Ooh, I love wait. MU is pretty good. What was really good? Ooh, COF, Capital One Finance. Nope, still covered call. Would definitely spit on that thing. Thank you. I'm gonna take that as a compliment, Sarah. All good here in Cali. Yeah, I've been to Cali once or twice. I didn't find the appeal. Okay, you buy always options. Luke, I don't ever buy options. Thank you there, Miss Sarah. I don't buy options, and here's the reason why. 80% of all options expire worthless. Don't believe me? Actually do your own checking. Do your own fact checking. I actually encourage it. I only sell options. Okay, so if you're, okay, look at it this way. If you have a fact, okay, fact's a fact. Sun rises in the east, it settles in the west. If you're heading east looking for a sunset, you have an issue. Okay? If the fact is 80% of all options expire worthless, why would you buy them? If only 20% are profitable, why would you buy? I'm a seller. If 80% expire worthless, well, I want to sell someone something and have it go to zero. Well, that's great. You're buying it for nothing and you're selling it for something. Works backwards. My loss, cryptocurrency, 500 US. Yeah, well, I got you beat, dude. I lost $2,200 last Friday. Not yesterday, last Friday. I lost $2,200 because of the hurricane. I couldn't get online. I'm driving up and down Highway 19 looking for 2 or 3 bars on my phone so I can bounce my computer off of my phone so I can make some trades. I was able to get 4 trades in on Friday. I couldn't get the 5th one. And the 5th one got exercised and I lost $2,200. Okay. So it kind of sucked, but it actually gave me a new story to tell. So from now until the day I die, I'll be telling the story. Make sure you keep an eye on your positions. And if you are going to do this, make sure you keep an eye on your positions, especially when expiration is coming. Okay, Vlad, CVS. I like CVS. CVS. High, low. Wait, did we already look at this today? High, low what's the direction? Up, down, sideways. We're at 60.45. The 61s are going for 50 to 58, not 1%. Sorry, dude. GPC, Joshua. GPC is Genuine Parts Corporation. They have increased their dividends for more than 7 decades. Unfortunately, they are a monthly optional stock, and I do not trade them. Sorry. Hi, Bo, Larissa, yes, I'd keep it stocks. All right, Cali is where it is, where it's at. He just doesn't know it. Hey, Joey, I've been to California, dude, okay? I see what the prices are out there. I see the insanity out there. Yeah, no, thank you. And I hear that the ground rumbles underneath you. If I'm going to go somewhere, I'm going to go someplace. You know what? I'm a snowbird now. I haven't even been a snowbird for a year. Okay, now we travel to where the weather's good. The only reason I'm here in Florida is because, the hurricane. My mother's getting older. I need to put a new roof on the house, got a lot of work to do on her house before I start jumping in my motorhome and just traveling around the country. Until then, I got to help out the kids. Okay, I got 3 kids. They all have their own houses. So each one of them had an issue with the hurricane. My mother had an issue with her house in the hurricane. Got to fix that one. So here I am fixing stuff for people before I travel all over the place. Right, you got it, Twine? Yeah. And California is on my list. I got my buddy who lives out there. And I told him, born and raised, and I'm a business owner. I don't just fine. I've been here for the last 57 years. Cool. That's awesome. You're doing fine. Well, that's great. You do, hey, what's that? Isn't that interesting? Look, you're talking about California. See that? I got my California mug. But anyway, yeah, I wasn't thrilled with California when I was out there. And if I did go out to California, I'd have to get a new job to be able to afford to live in California. Yeah, no thank you. I just assume jump in my motorhome and travel around the United States. I just have to pay for gas. All right, CVX, Chevron. Ooh, Kevin likes Chevron. Let's take a look at that. CVX, and it is 11:30. This is going to be the last one. Chevron. Okay, high, low, where was it? Where is it? What direction? Down, up, 150 to 151. 150s are going for 191. So if I buy it at 151, sell the 150s, I'm losing a buck. Yeah, that's going to be a no. Sorry, dude, the numbers don't work for CVX, for Chevron. We already did ExxonMobil, Amy. Sorry. Thank you, Clendon. Steve, how about General Motors and Harley Davidson? Okay, Steve, how about you jump on tomorrow night and we'll take a look at Harley Davidson and General Motors. I'll write that down. GM and Harley Davidson. I actually have some Harley Davidson. Cole, CVS CEO got fired. I got that one, Joel. I have a lot of stock in CVS. Can you explain what you would do in a covered call situation? Joel, to be 100% honest with you, okay, I don't hold on to anything. CVS, I would look at what did I buy it at? How many dividends have I collected? What's my profit margin? Where's my, my ROI on that? How long have I had it? How much have I brought? And, so on and so forth. And then figure out, do I want to keep it? Do I want to take the profits? And do I want to move on? What do I want to do? See, I don't know anything at all about the question. Okay, so I can't really give you a good answer on that one. Joshua, GPC, Genuine Parts. We already talked to you about that one. It's a monthly. I don't do that one. Kevin, we just looked at CVX. Okay, Chevron. It's currently at 151. The closest strike price is the 150. And it's going for 191. So if I buy it at 151, sell the 150s, I'm losing a buck right off the top. So I got to take the buck off of this. And then I'm walking away with 91 cents on a $150 stock. No, it's not 1%. DD, I like options too. Username 265. Hey James, I wanted to let you know I like Macy's, but they have recently changed their rewards. Okay. I like Macy's too, because they have lovely premiums. How about selling weekly puts on good stocks? Super Z, I love that idea. I really, really do. However, when I say simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way to lose, strategy I created for my 9-year-old. Once you throw puts in there, well, I might as well throw implied volatility. I might as well throw delta, vega, gamma, and all the Greeks in there. I might as well throw in intrinsic value. I might as well throw in the RSI index. I might as well throw in a whole bunch of other shit. And then it no longer becomes simple. And then my 9-year-old daughter says, no, Daddy, that's too confusing. So when I say simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way to lose, what I said earlier this evening, that's all I teach. Now, I love selling puts on cash secured puts. I love doing it, but I don't teach it here. Okay? CEG, we'll have to talk about that tomorrow if you're here. Matthew, what 2 stocks have you traded the most recently? Macy's and Kohl's. 2-speed, thanks. Your hair looks nice today. Thank you, Amy. Chevron Thoughts, we already did that one. But wait, it gets worse. Yes, it does. Hey, look at LTC. LTC, LTC, LTC. Lockheed Martin. No, that's LMT. What is LTC, Alex? You're going to have to ask me tomorrow. We're past 11:30. The only reason I stay past 11:30 if there's 200 or more people here in the zone, and there's not. VSME, please, just 5 seconds. Got a lot. Okay, hold on. Just 5 seconds, really? VSME. That's a no. Wait. VSME. VSME. That's a no. Okay, Alex, there you go. Oh, wait a minute. Who asked that one? McLaughlin. A quick glance at VSMC. No options? No, thank you. Wasn't that simple? 86. That's a no. Okay. Already made X300. I just wanted to see if the recession would be the next mark. McLaughlin, I really don't like that word, only because if you say it, someone else is going to repeat it. And then someone else is going to repeat it. And then someone else is going to repeat it. Yeah, and then it's just come. What about NG Transfer? The premiums are horrible. Is this options we're talking? Yes, it is. I just hopped on. Ooh, I'm just getting ready to get off. Simone, honey, you're kind of late. I'm getting ready to leave. It's covered calls on dividend stocks. Thank you. Robinhood had by far the best UI UX. I'm excited about the new desktop rollout for traders. Cool beans, Sean. Tesla short term and PLTR long term. How about no and no? For you, great. Mo, come on, Mo, you've been here long enough. You know I don't do Tesla and I don't like PLTR. I don't even know why you ask. Nick, Papa John, how are you? How about Abbott Labs and Lowe's? Ooh, you have to ask me tomorrow. Now, I don't want to be rude to anyone. I like to go through all the questions before I sign off. Okay, I've been here since 9. It's 11:30. That's 2.5 hours. I turn into a pumpkin very soon. But I do want to go through all these questions. Sweetie Swag, if the stock doesn't sell by Friday, does it roll over into the next week? It doesn't roll over by itself. You actually have to roll over. You have to roll over it on Friday afternoon. Okay, Steve Mandela. I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. Will you sell stocks on Friday if the option isn't assigned? Usually, depends on the numbers. It's always Araspa 26. It's always going to be about the numbers. What did I buy it for? Okay, did I sell a covered call against it? If so, what strike price? If so, what is that at this moment in time? okay? Is it more profitable for me to roll it over? Is it more profitable for me to buy it back and sell the stock? There's a lot of unknown factors with a question like that. That is one of those questions that can only answer on a specific case-by-case basis at 3 or 4 o'clock, at 3:30 on a Friday afternoon. Because 3:30, well, we're running out of time for the option to expire at 4. SPY, no. Okay, the reason why I don't like SPY, honestly, dude, take a look at the dividend payouts and take a look at the yield, the yearly yield of SPY. Once you see that, you'll probably think to yourself, what the hell was I thinking buying this crap? What do I think about NVIDIA? Okay, Eli Lilly I like. It's a little bit out of my price range, but NVIDIA is an absolute no. Hollywood Norwood. You know why NVIDIA is an absolute no? Number one, the dividend on NVIDIA is 1 cent per share per quarter. That's 4 cents a year. Yeah, no thank you. Second reason I don't like NVIDIA. The book value on NVIDIA is $2. You're paying $120, $130 per share for a company that's only worth $2 per share. 3M, 86, love 3M. We can't go over it now because we're way past my bedtime. Eli Lilly, where are I missed, holy cow. Okay, okay. KB 2395, how are you doing? Sweetie Swag, good question. It was a good question, Sweetie Swag. Guidance, how are you? Do you have one-by-one training? I love to join your group when I get time since I still need my day job. Ugh, I know that feeling. Boomba, where can I send you my number? I have been doing your strategy since June and up 32%. Hey, Boomba, where's my cut? Where's my cut, dude? No, just kidding. Congratulations, good for you. You actually DM me here. Just go to the top left where you see my pretty little face right there, Dividend Stock Talk. Click on that. It's my bio. DM, send me your number. I'll give you a call tomorrow. When and where will I be able to see your trades for this Monday? You'll see them probably next Saturday or next Sunday because I post all my trades online. Okay, see the last trade I posted, I was thinking week 30, was that right? Yeah, week 39, okay? Week 39 was the last trades I posted, and that was, what the hell day was that? That was the last week of September. So I haven't even done anything in October yet because I'm busy helping, you know, the family, you know, my kids and my mother with the hurricane cleanup. So I find it very I was over at my mom's house today until 7 o'clock, and then it started getting dark. I said, oh, damn, we got to go back home because it's an hour drive home. So get back up here, and it's like I got 15 minutes to rest, take a shower, and then be back here. So, yeah, my days are very busy helping other people because the eye of the storm came right through St. Petersburg. So all Thursday, all Friday, well, mostly Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and all week this week, I've been doing cleanup in St. Petersburg and down in Sarasota and in Bradenton where my mother and my kids live. So yeah, I haven't had a chance to post last week or the week before's trades yet, but I'll get there. All right, how can people join this group who work? Dude, I'm terribly sorry about that, okay? You know, here's the funny thing, okay? And I'm way past my bedtime, but here's the funny thing. We are all going to retire. You are all going to retire at some point in your life, okay? So most people spend more time planning a family barbecue or family reunion than they do in their personal finances. If you can't find 10, 15, 20 minutes a day in order to do your trading, as a matter of fact, yeah, that would be. Because the live trading on Monday, that's the most important day. That's when we actually buy all our stocks. 3 o'clock on Friday is where we jump in to make sure everything's profitable. So that might be tough. But here's the thing. if Monday morning comes around at 9 o'clock, you just look your boss straight in the eye and say, dude, I am a coffee break. Give me 20 minutes and then do your trades. That's simple. Friday afternoon, say, hey, boss, man, I'm going to take a late lunch at 3 and then do your trades on Friday afternoon. You can come up with any excuse you want and you can believe whatever you want. Okay, your life ain't going to change until you make the change. Okay, if you understand everything that goes on, you can actually make all your trades before you go to work. It's actually that simple. Okay, you can take a look at all the stock because I send out the stock list like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning on Monday. So you can take a look at all the stocks that I'm going to be talking about on Monday, first thing in the morning. And you can do all your trades before you go to work. Because it's really not that difficult. Because once you see the stocks, okay, Bank Mellon, Lennar, MasterCard, General Mills, AT&T, Verizon, General Dynamics, that's just this list here. First thing you want to do is you go and you take a look at the chart. Well, what does the chart say? Okay, well, here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is, here's the direction it's going. Great. All right, fine. If you like it, well, what's the current price? $21.85. The closest strike price is going to be 22. The 22 is selling for 44 cents. Well, that's elementary school math. 22 cents is 2% of $44. Wait a minute. $44 is 2% of a $22 stock. Okay? And then you just do your trade. You set it and forget it. Okay? You do your trade. Like simple. Watch this. You change this. Covered stock. Great. The 22. There it is. Let's buy 300 shares. 1, 2, 3 at the market. Okay? There it is. Here's my profit. Buy 3 covered calls, AT&T 100s, 25 October 24th. That's next Friday. The $22 call strike against AT&T at the market to open. Well, the profit's going to be 180. Okay, so my profit's 180. This is per contract. No, wait a minute, that's 300. 180. And how much is it costing me? $6,421. That gives me a profit of 2.8%. And then you just hit the send button and it gets sent to the market maker, and as soon as the market opens, it automatically fills. And you just made 2.8%. But the big question is, number 1, does it make sense? Number 2, do I like AT&T? Number 3, do I like AT&T at this price? Can I see myself holding on to AT&T long term until it hits my target? And then if it doesn't work, great, do it again next week. Doesn't work? Fine, do it again the week after. Weekly options, you can sell it every single week. So you get 2%, 2.8% week number 1. Week number 2, you might get less than 2%. Okay, fine. Week number 3, you might get less than 2%. Okay, fine. But you have the opportunity of doing it every single week. And if you stick to good companies, AT&T has been around for over 100 years. Okay? I don't see it going anywhere. People like to reach out and touch someone. Okay, fine. Well, there you have it. How many people can join this group who work? Okay, I don't know. It's something you have to figure out. Andrea, you just getting here? Understood. My plan is to join the morning trading group after I'm comfortable with covered call. Awesome plan. Stocks from 2 weeks ago. Yep. Your list on the left from 2 weeks ago. Tracy, yeah. Okay. Okay. This is from 2 weeks ago. I gotta turn the damn page. This is from 1 week ago. And I have another list already started. This is from this week. Okay, so when I say I'll take a look at it again in 2 weeks, well, all these stocks over here looked good 2 weeks ago. So now we want to take a look at them now. But you guys keep hitting me up with questions, and I just don't get around to them. I want to be able to start paper trading by December 1st. Plan to call late November. Thanks. Oh, Andrea, honey, let's do it tomorrow. I'm getting tired. I've had a very long day. Have a great night. Thanks for all your information. Great. Have a great night. AGNC. Ooh, okay, good. PBR. What the heck is PBR? Why do you buy sheep? Why do you buy 300 shares? Sweetie Swag, that was just an example. Okay, that's it. All the questions. Wonderful. All right, you guys, I'm going to catch you guys tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Now, hopefully tomorrow, you guys will let me look at the ones I want to look at. All right, you guys have a great night. Oh, post for 30 days. Done there. Oh. Done there. Done there.